Hey everyone, welcome back to Haggis Horror Stories, the place for deep dives into the darkest paranormal cases. If you're new, smash that subscribe button and ring the bell. We're about to go deeper than ever. Today we're expanding on one of the most infamous haunted objects in history, the real Annabelle doll. Not the creepy porcelain killer from the movies, but the actual Raggedy Ann doll claimed to be infested by a demonic entity. This case, investigated by Ed and Lorraine Warren, has inspired a massive horror franchise, but the true story, with its scratches, levitations and alleged deaths, is even more disturbing. We've got more details, rare incidents, skeptic debunkings and update as of late 2025. Let's uncover the truth. It all started in 1970 in Hartford, Connecticut. A 28-year-old nursing student known as Donna or Deirdre in different accounts received a large Raggedy Ann doll as a gift from her mother, who bought it second-hand from a hobby store. Donna lived with her roommate Angie, another nursing student. The doll, about the size of a 4-year-old child with red yarn hair and a stitched smile, was placed on Donna's bed as a cute decoration. At first, no one suspected anything sinister, but soon, strange things happened. The doll would shift positions on its own, arms crossed when left straight, or move to the living room couch. The woman thought it was forgetfulness or drafts. Then came the parchment notes, childish scrawls saying "help us" or "help Lou." Lou was Angie's fiancé, who hated the doll from the start. No one in the apartment owned parchment paper. Lou repeatedly warned them to get rid of it, calling it evil. One night staying over, Lou awoke paralysed as the doll climbed up his body. He felt claws raking his chest, 7 deep scratches that bled and burned. The marks vanished by morning, but blood was on his shirt. Another incident, Lou and Angie heard noises in Donna's room. Investigating, they found the doll tossed on the floor. As Lou picked it up, he felt choking by invisible hands and collapsed with more claw marks, this time shaped like inhuman talons. Desperate, they held a seance with a medium. The spirit claimed to be Annabelle Higgins, a 7-year-old girl who died in a car accident on the property decades earlier. Her spirit was lonely and wanted to stay. Feeling sympathy, the nurses gave permission for the spirit to inhabit the doll. According to the Warrens, this was the fatal mistake, inviting something far darker. Contacted through a priest, Ed, a demonologist, and Lorraine, a clairvoyant, investigated. Lorraine immediately sensed a demonic presence manipulating the woman. Ed explained, demons don't possess objects, they use them as conduits to target humans, aiming for eventual possession. The Annabelle Higgins story was a deception to gain trust and permission. The Warrens arranged an exorcism of the apartment and took the doll. The Warrens' drive back home was nightmare fuel. Avoiding highways, their car still malfunctioned, brakes failing, engine stalling, swerving dangerously. Ed sprinkled holy water on the doll from the back seat, and the issue stopped temporarily, only to resume. At home, the doll levitated off Ed's desk and teleported to other rooms. They built a custom glass case, inscribed with prayers and the warning, positively do not open. Even contained, trouble continued. Electronics malfunctioned near the case. A priest who mocked the doll reportedly crashed his car into a tree soon after. The most famous, a young man, banged on the glass, taunting, "If you're real, scratch me." On his way home, his motorcycle crashed fatally. His girlfriend survived, but was injured. Other claims, psychic slashes on visitors, and even a homicide detective allegedly stabbed by an unseen force. The Warrens Occult Museum in Monroe, Connecticut closed to the public in 2019 due to zoning issues. Ed passed in 2006, Lorraine in 2019. Their son-in-law, Tony Spera, managed the collection. In 2025, the doll went on tour, Devils on the Run, to events in places like New Orleans and West Virginia, against Lorraine's warnings never to move her. Strange coincidences followed: fires, jailbreaks, electrical issues in tour cities. Tour organizer Dan Rivera died suddenly in July 2025. In August 2025, comedian Matt Rife and YouTuber Elton Casti purchased the Warren home and became legal guardians of the collection. including the Annabelle doll, for at least 5 years. Plans include possible overnight stays and reopening aspects of the museum. As of now, Annabelle remains secure in a private location under strict protocols.
Tonight, tragedy at a stop on the nationwide tour of the supposedly possessed Annabelle doll. One of the doll's handlers found dead in his hotel room at the age of 54.
Annabelle's next stop, guys. Augusta, Maine.
Dan Rivera, a lead investigator for the New England Society for Psychic Research, or NESPR, had been exhibiting the Annabelle doll around the country. His colleagues now mourning his death, writing, "NESPR is devastated by his passing and is still coming to terms with this profound loss." The cause of death not yet revealed by investigators. The county coroner telling NBC that his death was nothing suspicious. Still, the decades of lore surrounding Annabelle causing a social media craze among those fascinated by the paranormal.
The Annabelle doll's handler, Dan Rivera, just died suddenly during a haunted tour.
Something his friend and fellow paranormal investigator Ryan Buell called out.
Dan Rivera was a human being and not a plot twist.
Annabelle recently made headlines when online rumors spread that the so-called demon doll had gone missing from its display case, usually secured by crosses and holy water.
The girl that he was with said that he was laughing about the doll when the motorcycle, just like the car, went out of control, hit a tree and killed him instantly.
Allegedly linked to decades of grisly deaths and paranormal activity.
The Annabelle doll is probably one of the most infamous dolls on the planet.
Tony Spera oversees the Annabelle doll. We spoke to him while the rumors were swirling back in May. He's the protege of paranormal investigators Ed and Lorraine Warren, depicted in the Conjuring movies by Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga.
Every family's different.
I think that the movies really made the celebrity, if you will, of the doll flourish. The doll is something to be respected, not revered.
Online, people connected her supposed powers to fires and even recent jailbreaks.
I just want to show you guys that Annabelle is in the Warren's Occult Museum.
And it was back in May when Dan Rivera tried to ease fears that the doll had been stolen in a post on TikTok.
Annabelle's not missing. She's not in Chicago.
Spera and his group not connecting Rivera's death to anything paranormal, but previously answering my question.
What do you say to the skeptics here who might not really believe that this doll has anything evil inside of it?
Now, in a way, I don't blame people for being skeptical. If people don't know about the demonic, it's very difficult to believe that these things are happening, but they do happen.
The tragic death reigniting concern and fascination with the paranormal. As organizers say, the tour, already steeped in superstition, will continue on in Rivera's honor.
Hollywood versus reality. The Conjuring universe changed Annabelle to a porcelain doll for trademark reasons and visual terror. Movies add cult, murders, and origins. Fiction. The real doll never killed anyone directly.
I heard a scream.
Stay here. Go check it out.
John? Is everything all right? Oh my God, you're covered in blood.
Go back inside. It's not mine. It's not. Go back inside and call an ambulance right now. Go!
I like your dolls.
You survived. You don't come out the other side of something like this weaker. What is there left to be scared of?
This is the last of them. How did that get in there? I swear I threw it out.
Things must have got mixed up. There, she fits right in. Come to mommy, come to mommy. There are things happening that I can't explain.
We should talk to someone.
I don't think what you're experiencing is a ghost.
Sometimes demons can attach themselves to objects.
What do? Protect your family. Who are you?
Skeptic view, hoax or folklore. Skeptics, including science writers and academics, call it myth. No independent evidence, no photos of scratches, notes or levitations. The original owners, Donna and J. Lou, never spoke publicly. Some say they were too traumatized. Others that they don't exist or were fabricated. Critics like Sharon A. Hill and Joseph Laycock argue the Warrens sensationalized cases for fame and profit, with the museum full of Halloween junk. The story echoes older doll hauntings like Robert the Doll or Twilight Zone episodes. Many see it as modern folklore, amplified by movies. Believers counter with Warren's decades of cases and thousands of witness reports of unease near the doll. Demonic conduit or clever hoax. The Annabelle case divides people to this day. With new owners in 2025, who knows what the future holds? More activity or exposure? What do you think? Real evil? Exaggeration or total fabrication? Comment below. Like if this chilled you and subscribe for more expanded paranormal deep dives. Stay safe out there and maybe think twice about second-hand dolls. See you next time. I shall scare you later. Thank you one and all for watching the video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Tell you what, feels good to be back. Anyway, here are some other videos that might pique your interest. Until next time, I shall scare you later.